life can feel heavy. You may feel tired, beaten down, or overwhelmed by circumstances beyond you sometimes. Life feels unbearably heavy. You wake up each day with the weight of yesterday still pressing on your shoulders and the uncertainty of tomorrow threatening to crush your spirit. You pour out your heart in prayer, yet the silence feels deafening. You fight battles no one sees and carry burdens no one acknowledges. In these moments, it is easy to feel invisible, as though your pain and effort mean nothing. But here is the truth you need to hear today. God sees your struggle. Every tear you shed, every prayer whispered in the quiet, every moment when you feel like giving up, God sees it all. Nothing about your journey goes unnoticed, and nothing you endure is wasted. It can be comforting to remember that God is not distant or unaware. He is intimately involved in your life. He knows the depths of your heart, the reasons behind your fears, and the strength it takes to keep moving forward. Often, when we feel overlooked, it is not because God is absent, but because He is working in ways beyond our understanding. Your struggles are not random, nor are they meaningless. They are being carefully observed by the one who holds the universe, and He is orchestrating every detail for your ultimate good. Think of a potter working with clay. At first, the clay may seem misshapen, torn, or flawed, but the potter sees the potential within. He does not discard the clay because it is imperfect. Instead, he works patiently, molding, shaping, and pressing it until it becomes a masterpiece. In the same way, God sees you not just in the moments when life is easy, but especially in the moments when you feel broken. Your struggles are like the pressure the potter applies to the clay. They are necessary for the shaping of your character, for the development of resilience, and for the preparation of your future victory. Let me give you a simple example. There was a young woman who had been applying for jobs for months. Every rejection letter crushed her spirit a little more, and she began to question her worth and abilities. Friends and family encouraged her to give up and settle for less, but she kept praying, kept sending applications, kept believing. One day, she finally received an offer for a position that was far beyond anything she had imagined: better pay, supportive colleagues, and incredible growth opportunities. Looking back, she realized that all the rejections, though painful, were God's way of directing her toward the right opportunity. He saw her struggle, even when she thought no one else did, and He was preparing something better for her. This example illustrates a powerful truth. God's awareness of your struggle is not passive. He does not simply observe from afar. He is actively involved. He sees your weariness, your perseverance, and your silent prayers. He understands the emotional toll that your battles take on you, and He knows the perfect time to intervene. Sometimes we mistake God's silence for indifference, but in reality, He is orchestrating your circumstances, guiding your steps, and preparing the breakthrough you have been longing for. When you internalize this truth, it changes the way you respond to hardship. Instead of despairing, you begin to trust. Instead of giving up, you continue to press forward, knowing that every moment of struggle is seen, valued, and purposeful. Your tears are not wasted. Your effort is not in vain. Your heartache is not ignored. God sees every detail of your life, and He is faithfully working behind the scenes to bring about what is best for you. So, when life feels overwhelming, remember this: God sees your struggle. He knows your pain, your doubts, your weariness, and your perseverance. And in His perfect timing, He will bring your breakthrough. Your struggle is not a sign of failure, it is a sign that something greater is coming. Hold on, keep praying, keep moving forward, and trust that the one who sees your struggle is also the one who is preparing your victory. Sometimes we feel as though our prayers are hitting the ceiling, as if our efforts and faith are going unnoticed. We pray, we work, we hope, and yet nothing seems to change. The bills remain, the problems persist, and the doors we hoped would open stay stubbornly shut. It is in these moments that doubt creeps in, whispering that maybe we are too late, that perhaps we've missed our chance, or that our breakthrough will never come. But here is the truth that can change everything. Your breakthrough is already working. Even if you cannot see it, even if nothing seems different today, God is already at work, preparing the answer, arranging the circumstances, and aligning the opportunities that will bring victory into your life. A breakthrough often does not appear the moment we desire it. It is not always instantaneous. Sometimes it takes time, patience, and perseverance. Like a seed planted in the ground, it must go through stages unseen. The roots grow first, hidden beneath the soil, preparing to support the shoot that will eventually break through the surface. If the seed could see what is happening below, it would realize that the work is already being done. The growth is happening even in the darkness. So it is with your breakthrough. What you do not yet see is being prepared, and what feels delayed is not denied. Every obstacle, every delay, and every season of waiting is a part of the process that is making your breakthrough perfect and lasting. Consider the story of a young man who had been searching for a job for nearly a year. Every application seemed to end in rejection, and every interview left him feeling like he was running in circles. He became frustrated and weary, questioning whether his prayers for provision were being heard. One day, after months of perseverance, he received an unexpected call. The company he had dreamed of working for was offering him a position, not just any position, but one that was higher than he had hoped for, with opportunities for growth and development. Looking back, he realized that the long months of searching and waiting were not wasted. They had prepared him for the responsibilities he would soon inherit, taught him resilience, and helped him gain the skills and patience that were essential for the role. What had felt like endless struggle was actually the invisible work of his breakthrough already unfolding. This story illustrates a profound principle. Breakthroughs are often working in ways we cannot see. The timing, the preparation, and the hidden shaping of circumstances are all part of the process. Sometimes we think nothing is happening because we only see the surface, but beneath the surface, God is moving. He is aligning the right people, opening the right doors, and creating the perfect moment for your breakthrough. That is why patience, faith, and perseverance are essential. You must continue to trust and keep moving forward, because the breakthrough is not postponed, it is already underway. When we understand that our breakthrough is already in motion, it changes how we respond to challenges. Instead of despairing at delays, we begin to see every difficulty as preparation. Instead of giving up when doors remain closed, we keep walking in faith, trusting that the right door is being prepared for us. Every act of patience, every prayer, every effort you make now is part of the process that will bring your breakthrough to completion. Remember, your breakthrough is already working. Even when it feels impossible, even when you cannot see the path ahead, it is being prepared. Trust the process, remain faithful, and do not give up. The waiting, the challenges, and the unseen work are all shaping a victory that is closer than you think. What is invisible now will soon become undeniable, and the breakthrough you have been longing for will arrive perfectly timed, perfectly prepared, and far beyond what you could have imagined. There are moments in life when we feel completely drained. The weight of our responsibilities, the pressures of life, and the challenges that seem to come all at once can leave us feeling powerless. It is in these moments that we question ourselves, wondering if we have the strength to go on. We measure our value by our ability to handle everything on our own, forgetting that true strength is often revealed not in our moments of power, but in our moments of weakness. Strength comes in weakness, and the most extraordinary victories often emerge when we finally admit that we cannot do it alone. When you are weak, weary, and worn out, it is an invitation to depend on something greater than yourself. The human tendency is to try to solve problems on our own, to lean on our own understanding, or to muster what little energy we have left. Yet, when we embrace our limitations, we allow room for divine strength to enter. Weakness is not a failure. It is the space in which real power is released. It is the moment when God's strength can shine through, transforming what seems impossible into the possible. The paradox of life is that admitting our weakness often leads to our greatest strength, because it is in surrender that we tap into power far beyond ourselves. Consider the example of a young athlete who had dreamed of competing at the national level. Despite years of rigorous training, dedication, and discipline, he found himself at a point where his body was exhausted and his skills plateaued. He struggled, feeling frustrated that all his hard work did not seem to bring the results he longed for. In his weakness, he admitted to himself that he could not do it alone. He sought guidance from his coach, relied on a structured training plan, and leaned on the encouragement of those around him. Over time, something remarkable happened. His performance improved dramatically, his confidence soared, and he won a championship he had once thought out of reach. His breakthrough came not because he was the strongest or most talented, but because he embraced his weakness and allowed strength to flow through him from external guidance and support. This principle applies not only to physical challenges, but to every aspect of life. In moments of emotional exhaustion, financial struggle, or spiritual drought, acknowledging our weakness opens the door for greater strength. When we let go of pride, self-reliance, or the illusion of control, we make room for resilience, wisdom, and divine intervention. Strength is not always about muscle, money, or intellect. It is about perseverance, faith, and the willingness to keep moving forward when we feel most inadequate. Weakness also teaches humility and perspective. It reminds us that we are not the source of all solutions, that we are part of a larger plan, and that even the most difficult seasons are preparing us for something greater. Those who have faced their limits and learned to rely on a power beyond themselves often become the strongest, most compassionate, and most impactful individuals. Weakness, when met with faith and determination, becomes the very foundation upon which extraordinary strength is built. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or inadequate, remember this: your weakness is not the end of the story. It is the fertile ground where true strength takes root. It is the place where your character is refined, your courage is tested, and your faith becomes unshakable. Do not be discouraged by your limitations. Instead, embrace them, lean into them, and allow strength to rise through you in ways you never imagined. Your weakness is not a barrier, it is the pathway to your greatest victories, your deepest resilience, and your most extraordinary breakthroughs. Faith is not just a feeling or a fleeting hope, it is the key that unlocks the doors to possibilities that seem impossible. When life presses down on you, when circumstances seem overwhelming, and when obstacles appear insurmountable, faith is what allows you to rise above the fear, doubt, and uncertainty that threaten to hold you back. Many people wait for circumstances to change before they act, but the truth is that faith comes first. It is through faith that doors are opened, opportunities are revealed, and miracles begin to take shape. Without faith, progress is impossible, but with faith, even the smallest step can set off a chain reaction that leads to extraordinary breakthroughs. Faith is the invisible force that bridges the gap between where you are and where you are meant to be. It is the confidence that what is unseen will become seen, that what seems impossible today will become a reality tomorrow. Faith does not always remove the challenge, but it changes your perspective on the challenge, giving you the courage to take action despite fear, to persevere despite setbacks, and to believe in the face of evidence to the contrary. Faith is not blind, it is informed by trust in God, understanding that He is at work even when you cannot see the full picture. It is the assurance that your breakthrough is closer than you think, and it empowers you to keep pressing forward when everything around you says to quit. Consider the story of a small business owner who had poured his life savings into a new venture. Despite his hard work, the first months were filled with challenges. Sales were low, bills piled up, and he began to doubt whether he had made the right decision. Friends advised him to give up, creditors threatened legal action, and the stress seemed unbearable. Yet, he refused to lose faith. Every morning, he prayed for guidance, believed that success was possible, and continued to serve his customers with dedication and excellence. Months later, a major client discovered his business and placed a large order that completely transformed his company. Looking back, he realized that it was his unwavering faith that had sustained him through the storm, kept him taking action, and ultimately unlocked the breakthrough that had seemed impossible at first. His faith did not make the challenges disappear. It made him strong enough to endure them until the breakthrough arrived. Faith is not passive. It requires action. It is not enough to hope for change while remaining stagnant. Faith compels you to move, to take steps even when the path is unclear. Every small act of obedience, perseverance, and courage fueled by faith builds momentum that brings your breakthrough closer. It is like a key turning in a lock without turning. The door will not open, no matter how much you wish it would. Faith is the turning action that opens the door and allows the breakthrough to manifest. When you hold on to faith, you no longer measure progress by immediate results, but by the assurance that God is at work behind the scenes. Every obstacle, delay, and trial is a part of the process designed to refine you, strengthen you, and prepare you for what is coming. Faith allows you to see beyond temporary setbacks and focus on the ultimate victory. It gives you the courage to persist when giving up seems easier, and the hope to continue when the outcome is uncertain. So, if you are waiting for a breakthrough today, remember this: faith is your key. Do not let doubt or fear hold you back. Believe that the impossible can become possible, that your prayers are heard, and that your breakthrough is already on its way. Hold on to faith, act with courage, and trust that every step you take will bring you closer to the victory you have been waiting for. Your faith is the force that will unlock doors, remove barriers, and bring your breakthrough to life even sooner than you think. Waiting is never easy. It tests your patience, challenges your faith, and often makes you feel as though progress has stopped. When we wait, it is natural to become restless, anxious, or even frustrated, wondering why our prayers haven't been answered yet or why the breakthrough we long for seems delayed. Yet, the truth is that waiting is not wasted time. Every step of waiting is a part of the process that is preparing you for victory. The delays, the pauses, and the quiet seasons in your life are not signs that God has forgotten you. They are moments of preparation, growth, and alignment that will ensure your success is lasting and complete. During the waiting period, God is not idle. He is working behind the scenes, shaping your character, refining your mindset, and equipping you with everything you will need to handle the victory ahead. Waiting is like walking through a training ground. Every challenge you face, every obstacle that seems to slow you down, every disappointment you endure, is building strength, resilience, and wisdom. These steps, though they feel small or even invisible at the moment, are crucial for preparing you to receive your breakthrough fully. If you were given the victory too soon, without preparation, you might not be ready to manage it wisely. Waiting ensures that when the moment comes, you are equipped, confident, and capable of handling what has been promised. Consider the story of a young musician who dreamed of performing on a big stage. She spent years practicing tirelessly, submitting audition after audition, but each time she faced rejection, she began to wonder if her dream was impossible, feeling discouraged as though her efforts were in vain. Yet, she kept practicing, kept learning, and kept trusting the process. Over time, her skills grew sharper, her performances more polished, and her confidence more unshakable. One day, she was invited to perform at a major concert that launched her career. Looking back, she realized that the long period of waiting and preparation had been essential. Each rejection, each hour of practice, and every moment of persistence had shaped her into the musician she needed to become. Her victory was not just about reaching the stage, it was about being fully prepared to shine when the opportunity finally arrived. Waiting is also a test of your faith and endurance. It teaches patience, perseverance, and the value of trusting God's timing. While it is natural to want results immediately, those who learn to wait wisely develop a deeper understanding of purpose, timing, and preparation. Every trial, every delay, and every period of silence is designed to strengthen you so that when your breakthrough comes, it is not just a fleeting moment, but a lasting victory. The steps you take during this time, whether they are small acts of faith, moments of prayer, or efforts to grow personally and spiritually, are all contributing to the outcome that God has planned for you. The key is to remain faithful, diligent, and hopeful while you wait. Do not despise the waiting, do not give in to frustration, and do not lose heart. Every step you take, even the smallest one, is moving you closer to your victory. Trust that what seems like delay is actually preparation, and what seems like stagnation is actually progress in disguise. God's timing is perfect, and He is ensuring that when your breakthrough arrives, it is fully aligned with His purpose and your readiness. So, if you are in a season of waiting today, remember this: every step, every moment, and every challenge is preparing you for victory. Your perseverance is being molded, your faith is being strengthened, and your character is being refined. Do not rush the process or despair at the delay. Instead, embrace it, trust in God's timing, and continue moving forward, step by step, knowing that your breakthrough is closer than you think, and that you are being fully prepared to receive it when the moment arrives. Today, I want you to leave with this truth engraved in your heart. Your weariness is not the end. It is the bridge to your breakthrough. Do not despise the waiting. Do not question the delay. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Keep standing. The breakthrough you have been longing for is closer than you think. God knows you are weary, and He is about to show up in ways you cannot even imagine. Rise with hope, move forward with faith, and prepare yourself for the victory that is on its way.